This video is for my dad, who bought me this nice little camp stove that I have here. This is my humble abode in the wilderness in Missouri. Well, the city of Marthasville. Population 1,130, maybe 1,030, something like that. And the sun is going down. Nice view. Here I am. This is my little cot and where I sleep at night. So my dad bought me this camp stove, and I just got it set up, the stovepipe and everything, far enough away from combustibles, hopefully. And I got it fired up here, so I'm gonna close this door and then take my Betty Crocker teapot. Paula Deen, sorry, I think Betty Crocker was the one that went to jail. Paula Deen teapot. And this is a cook stove, so he said that he wanted to see the first time that I cook anything on it or make a cup of tea or something. So this should start to boil that water at some point. I have a nice cinnamon spice black tea from my friends over at Aldi. It's a nice little holiday tea. And I found out a secret to drinking this tea is to add some Irish cream in there, and that makes quite a warm, tasty drink. But I think maybe what I'll do is I will pause the video. Right now we're at about maybe a minute of that thing being on there. Sounds like it's starting to do something, and then be back with you. So I had to coax this thing a little bit, namely by adding some firewood and kind of keeping the door open. But as you might be able to tell when we look to the west, the sun is a little bit more set. But I think this thing is just about to, it's starting to boil if I open the lid, so I think it's just about to whistle. Gotta hear that whistle. It's taking a little while, definitely not like a rocket stove, but then again, boiling temperature is 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So, you know, when you're cooking something like a burger on a grill or something, I think that the internal temperature of that only has to be 150. So, boiling is getting pretty hot. It's going, you know, from the inside of the stove through this metal, through the metal of a teapot that can withstand that sort of heat, and then warming up water inside of it. So it's not the easiest thing to do, and the stove is definitely hot. You can see that when water hits it, it's definitely boiling. So maybe we'll get the whistle. I'm going to get my trusty mug ready. So, got my mug. my teacup, I guess you could call it. And we'll toss the cinnamon spice tea bag in there. I think I might have just heard something on the wind. See what it looks like. So you can see the bubbles. It's boiling in there. Plenty hot enough. Get a little bit of a whistle. It's also 32 degrees out, the ambient temperature about, so I'll set that there. An Englishman once told me that it's very important when you're preparing a cup of tea to be pouring boiling hot water directly on the tea bag and then serving it immediately after they like their tea hot, I suppose. So for a cup of cinnamon spice tea, black tea. Thanks for getting me the stove, Dad. This one's for you. Cheers.